Good morning, everybody. I hope everything's going great at your house today. I got up this morning, I want some beans, and I want to make tacos with them. I'm going back on my diet. This time, I done got a little bit on the heavy side again. My pants are not fitting the way they should. My back is hurting. I can't reach my toes again. Breathing hard. Well, I just need to lose some weight. So I want to show you how I make my refried beans for tacos. Now these are going to be bean tacos. I'm not going to eat meat except for what comes out of the tacos for me. Okay, there's not going to be no hamburger meat or nothing like that. This is ham bone that my son and his wife was going to throw away after the Easter gathering that we had. As you can tell, there's a lot of meat on there. That's going to make some fine beans. Now let me get this in here. Alright. Now, just put the whole thing in there. Okay. Now, this is just plain old rice. And this is not a measured amount. This is just put some in there. About a teaspoon. About a teaspoon, maybe two. It won't hurt if you put just a little bit more in it. Get rid of this. What in the world are you doing? Put rice in there. Okay, what that is all that rice is going to break down in a slow cooking process, and it's going to turn into just a thickener. It's going to help thicken your beans. Okay, now we got beans. These are just plain old pinto beans. They're not even name brand. They just cheap store bought. All right, that's 1 cup. That's 2 cups. Just gonna put the 3rd cup in there. Hope that don't overflow. They're gonna be thick. This is just a small cooker that I bought, not to take the place of my big cooker, but I have a big one. And it just, whenever I use it, I make lots. Okay, so we got 3 cups of beans. Now you don't have to use 3 cups of beans. You can use a package of beans, one of the small packages of beans. Now, taco seasoning. What are we gonna make out of these? We're gonna make tacos. So I'm gonna use this whole package of taco seasoning. Just cheap taco seasoning. Alright, and we're going to put a little extra something in there. Okay, first things first, we're going to get 2 bay leaves. If you don't put the bay leaves in there, you'll know it. Nobody ever knows that the bay leaves are in there, but you'll know if they're not in there. 2 bay leaves. I don't remember how much that costs, but I've had that for like 3 or 4 years. Okay, now we're going to put some paprika in here. About a half a tablespoon. About a teaspoon's worth. Okay. Same amount of black pepper. Parsley. About a teaspoon's worth of parsley. Now, this is where you really get your kick in. Ground comino. This stuff is worth its weight in gold when it comes to making tacos. Put you about a teaspoon's worth of that in there. And then get your jalapeno dirt. Your Grandpa Mac's jalapeno dirt. Woo! Yeah. Alright, then we're going to take one small white onion. Slice it into quarters. Put the whole thing in there. Then you get your jar of minced garlic. I guess that's what that is, yeah, minced. Minced garlic. About a half of a tablespoon. Now, get your water. Pour it right over the top. Cover everything, because the beans are going to soak it up. Then take your lid to your crock pot. Put it on there. Plug it in. Put this on high for 3 hours. And then reduce your heat to medium and cook until your beans are done. And how do you know when your beans are done? Whenever they're soft. Cook them till they're soft. But make sure you cook them on high for at least 3 hours. Right. Well, our beans cooked for about 4.5, 5 hours until they were done. Times may vary depending on just anything. There's lots of things that can make beans take longer than others, but these were anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. I can't remember exactly, and I've had them cooling off, and so now it's time to turn them into refried beans, and you can do that in a blender. You can do it in a food processor. You can do it with a handheld blender mixer. You can do it with a fork. You can do it with let's see what else, a potato masher, but I prefer to use this is incredible. Check this out. These have not been touched since I dipped them out of the slow cooker and put them in this bowl.
Just like that, we got refried beans.